You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of ABK Media Group, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County every day at 9 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Hey guys, I'm coming to you live again right here to Get Connected Expo right here in Snellville, Georgia. I got another guest at the table with me. I told him I think that the babies came, but I didn't get any adults. And then Michael dropped by and said, hey, I'm here. So listen, I have with me right now, he holds a very important position here in Georgia. His name is Mr. Michael Bailey. He's a Deputy Director at the Georgia Department of Human Services. Thank you so much for being with me.
Thank you. It's definitely a pleasure to be here with you.
Well, tell us a little bit about the services that you guys offer at the Georgia Department of Human Services.
Certainly. So the Georgia Department of Human Services is the state's largest social services agency. Under our umbrella, we have three divisions. We have the Division of Family and Children Services, which most folks recall as DFAC. So that's anything from adoptions to helping families in need. We also have the Division of Aging Services, and we actually have a really innovative senior food drive right now. So just trying to tackle food insecurity for seniors. We also connect seniors with resources that they need and helping them navigate health care as well. And then we also have the Division of Child Support Services. And Georgia is really unique in their model. We're trying to steer away from the penal system and incarcerating folks, really trying to target those barriers to payment. So if it's anything from helping folks get their GED to helping them get better employment to financial literacy, just anything we could do to actually help folks become more self-sufficient in their lives.
You know, it's so funny you said you have a new model for child support. I was just having this conversation today with a young lady who has a baby, and she does not want to put the dad in the system, but, what do you do when you have a dad that just won't step up to the plate? And so now when you say you have a new innovative model, talk about that model, because I know there are probably some people listening right now that are scared to death because they think they're going to go to jail because they haven't taken care of their business. Tell us about that model.
Right. So, and I will say that I am not the expert,
okay,
but the model is this. So we have two different types of outreach programs. We have the Fatherhood program and we have the Parental Accountability Court program. In order for us to provide those services, you do have to have an open case. But say for the Fatherhood program, like I mentioned earlier, really trying to target those barriers, just those barriers to success, but those barriers to being able to meet your financial obligations. Mm-hmm. And, we don't want folks to be afraid of us. We definitely want to invite them in. And each case is individual. Mm-hmm. So, I can't necessarily advise on the person that you mentioned. Right. But for any non-custodial parent that we have in our program, we sit down with them. And essentially, we're kind of chartering a path to success.
Okay.
What's the success look like for you? What are your barriers? I mentioned earlier, if it's in regards to underemployment, we actually have fatherhood agents that are out there talking to employers and trying to help combat that underemployment, trying to get you a better job. If it's, money management, we have classes and resources to assist you with that. And once again, if it's education, we have a great partnership with the tech school. So if it's anything from helping you get your GED to helping you learn new trades, certifications, once again, our goal is to build stronger families for a stronger Georgia. So if there's any way that we can do that, we're definitely going to take advantage of it. But we don't want folks to be afraid of us. We want to help folks, and, we hope that they'll be more willing to approach us versus vice versa.
Now let me ask you this, because I was speaking to a young lady earlier, probably about 20 minutes ago, and she had said to me she had a record, she had a criminal felony record, right. And so a lot of our young men, unfortunately, have criminal backgrounds that hinder them from being able to provide like they would want to.
Right.
They not only provide, probably try to survive. What kind of programs do you offer that gentleman who say, I want to take care of my kid, I can't even take care of myself right now because I can't get a decent job?
And we definitely understand that's an issue. We do work with Reentry, so we do have special services, and if it's a small record, I believe our department works with the Georgia Justice Program. There's also some interest from the Solicitor's Office as far as expungement services. So we know that everybody has their own unique story. Life happens.
Right.
We understand that, and we're not going to penalize you for that. We're not going to hold you accountable. our initiative is, if you want to do the right thing, we're going to do everything in our power to help make that possible.
Now let's talk about expungement for a minute, because I don't know if everybody knows what that is, expungement.
So expungement is if you have some of the lesser charges, not a felony, but some of the smaller charges, there is a potential for that to be removed from your record. That's case by case, and it depends on several different things. But it is an option, especially for folks who may cater towards the reentry population. Mm-hmm. They want to start over, and in some cases, they really do deserve that opportunity to have that fresh start. But unfortunately, some things that show up on a criminal record, that does hurt you moving forward.
Right.
So once again, just looking at innovative opportunities, and I mentioned the solicitor's office, and if anybody would want information, I would encourage them to reach out to the solicitor's office to get more information on that program. But it is a resource available.
There are companies out here that say they help you with expungement. Now, through the solicitor's office, is there a fee for that program? Because some people charge astronomical fees. The guys are already struggling, and people are already struggling trying to come up with living money.
Right.
Now they need to pay $1,000 to get this off their record. So they most of them say, you know what, it's not going to help me. I don't have a grand to just give them,
right,
even though it's going to help them. Through the solicitor's office, is there a fee for that program?
I am not positive if there is a fee. However, I will say, because it is a government entity, I would encourage folks to reach out to them. If there is a fee, they may be aware of any additional resources that may be available. Mm-hmm. But we don't want the fee to deter people from taking advantage of the resource.
Right.
When you have private and public industry, typically it's going to be your government option that's going to be the most financially feasible for folks.
Right. Mm-hmm. So now, I know you hold the title of Deputy Director. That sounds like a very important person. Listen, you're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. I'm here talking to Michael Belly, who is the Deputy Director of the Georgia Department of Human Services. What do you do there?
So just to clarify, I am the Deputy Director for the Office of Legislative Affairs and Outreach.
Okay.
We have amazing leadership, and under the current commissioner, who is Commissioner Clinton, our job, once again, is to build stronger families for a stronger Georgia. Okay. So as part of my role, we help with the legislative matters of the agency, but a large part of what I do is outreach. Okay. And currently we have this Count Us In campaign for outreach.
Okay.
So if you're trying to make a difference, we want you to count us in.
Okay.
If you have a community event like today, we want you to count us in. Anybody who shares our mission and shares our desire to see Georgia progress forward, and especially the state of the families, we want you to count us in. So a lot of what I do is finding community partners, finding community events, and any opportunity to spread awareness so that we can connect qualifying families with the resources and services that they can take advantage of.
Nice, very nice. So he has a very important job. He's a community outreach legislature outreach deputy director. So listen, how can people, and he said, listen, he don't want you guys to be afraid to come in. You're not going to come in for a program and they're going to lock you up because you're behind the child support. They're there to help you, and I know that's a fear.
Right.
Because people have been tricked. I remember being in Jersey, and it was like you wanted some money, and everybody head down to City Hall, and they clink, they go to jail. That's not this. So we just want to make sure you understand that is not this. This is a program. There are several programs here to help. So tell people where should they reach out to? Because you're over all of Georgia. What about in the different counties? Right now we're in Gwinnett County. Where should they go to find more information?
So I would encourage everybody to go to the website. That's usually the easiest way, and you can find all the resources that we have available. Definitely information on the outreach programs we have for child support services. But for any of the outreach services that we have across the agency, we understand that not everybody may be dealing with a child support case, but oftentimes we know someone who is.
Right.
So we do want them to come in and take advantage of the resources and the help that we're able to provide. So number one contact would be to go to the agency website.
What's that site?
It's going to be www.gadhs.gov.
All right. Listen, guys, go get the resources. They're there for you. A lot of times people say they don't know. We're telling you that they're there. Don't worry about going to jail if you have kids and you got questions. And so you have an event coming up.
Yes. So we have a family event. It's called the Fatherhood Celebration, and it's going to be in Gwinnett. It's actually going to be located at the DHS building, and the address is going to be 95 Constitution Boulevard, Lawrenceville, Georgia. And once again, the name of the event is the Fatherhood Celebration. I think we've had 5 so far. Great opportunity for the family to come out. We'll have employers out there for a job fair. We'll be connecting folks with resources. We'll have face painting for children. Just a really great opportunity to family come out and for folks to learn a little bit more about the services that we provide from the Division of Child Support Services.
All right, guys, you heard that it's September the 28th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., and that's going to be located at 95 Constitutional Boulevard right there in Lawrenceville. That's over by G-Jack, right over there by 75 Langley, right down there. So if you know what G-Jack is, you know what this building is. Thank you so much for, sitting down at the table with me. It's a Saturday. Y'all know I don't broadcast on Saturday, but this is a very special event, and I'm here helping Monica get the word out and about awareness about depression and mental health. And Michael is here talking about the services. So there are a lot of great people here. You got another couple hours, so if you are listening to the show, stop by. We're located at 3895 Zoar Church Road, right at Zoar United Methodist Church. We're going to be here till 2 o'clock, so stop by. Thanks again, Michael, for being my guest.
Thank you. I appreciate the time, and once again, we appreciate all you do for the community as well.
Thank you so much. Listen, I'll be back with another guest to sit at the table. I'll be here till 2 o'clock, so you stay tuned.